I think you should put your lipstick on to the camera. Use the camera to put it on.
Okay, we'll try sometime.
Like even tonight.
That's so funny.
You can just go, how's my lips? It'll look like we were kissing off screen though.
Got it.
That was, right.
Okay, here we go. So, everything good?
We, Slay, you call the time. It's time.
It's September 15th, 2015. And David's late.
Late? Late?
2 minutes.
You're here too.
I was kind of ready already. I was just testing.
Get back. You're not on cue. You're just like randomly moving. This is going to be an awful show. All right. And
go. Woo! Actually, that's funny how you just kind of blame that on me when you were the one that didn't hit it.
I just cut them off. I am hating this entrance. All right. Pretend we just sat down. Oh, good God.
Oh
See,
gosh.
we skipped a week of production.
Aloha.
We skipped a week.
Yeah, we did skip a week.
And now none of it's right. Sorry, I'm trying to get this.
Yeah, the last time you touched my wine glass, it started moving to your side of the table. So I'm going to just put this pad of paper
Don't
right
make
there.
these generalities about things that aren't true.
Specifically, it was last video.
Oh my God. Okay.
I know. Watch out.
Maybe we should start with the spiritual segment just to shut you up.
Hey, let's do. That's the magic button.
Good grief.
It's the magic button.
Oh,
Lord.
this is going to be...
Do you remember what's in the magic button, or the happy place area, or do I have to...
If there were a graphic, you would say happy place.
If there were. And what happened to our graphics that we were supposed to have?
I guess they walked out on you.
I got one YouTube graphic.
You're like a tyrant, and they went, fuck this. How old's your nephew? Can I actually say fuck?
Yeah, you can. Good question, though.
Because I'd hate to say fuck in front of a child too often. I do have to occasionally curb that.
Well, maybe I'll have to put like a, I'll have to limit this for age. Because there is a button.
Well, it should be. I've cursed in every episode. So, what happy place? You couldn't come up with a happy place this week, so I actually had to come up with a happy place.
How'd you do that? Impossibility.
A goddamn truck.
Okay,
my happy place.
Tell me about it.
That should be our sound.
Yeah.
It was me just oh, the happy place could be the line.
I hear it
actually.
way too often.
All right.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
well, anyway, I've actually been taking in, because you can just listen, you don't have to watch it actually, but one of Oprah's people spin-offs, and whose name only she can pronounce. Not Oprah, but the woman who has the name Iylanla. I don't know. If anybody wants to make a voice recording,
I know you kind of just want to cough when you say it. Just
well,
something in there.
It is one of the most unique syllabic.
Syllabic, I think, word actually.
Words, names that you can imagine, but I don't know. Anyway. She's funny.
So what tell me one thing that you've gleaned from watching it.
Gleaned. Okay. One thing I've gleaned. Let's see. She has an amazing way of getting right up into what you are resisting.
Oh, interesting.
Like, she's not afraid. She doesn't beat around the bush about what you need, like how you're feeling, what it means. So, if she thinks that you are resisting a hug, she wants to immediately hug you, and she will chase you almost in a way that tests every boundary you have. She's very truthful. she's very assertive, and she's also like, and all this is the same thing. Like she just knows how to like get right, clunk.
She also has a sense of motherliness about herself.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's kind of, you're sitting around an intimate, her living room, and she's telling you some wise advice.
She's got this. So one of the best episodes in a way, and I haven't seen many, was where these women, these black women, had a blog, and they ended up getting into a bunch of fights with each other. It was about empowering each other, and within a year, or I don't know how much time, they end up actually backstabbing one and all each. And so they invite Iylanla in to help. I think I'm saying her name.
Your what hurts?
And she ends bringing them together with what she calls this wisdom circle of 4 elder black women, and all the women, including Iylanla, kneel down, in front of her, and we see just basically a thought from the woman, from the elder, and it reminded me of Amaji, if you know who she is. She's a divine mother of India. She's embodied now, and you can go see her. And I've been to her, and she hugged me in a motherly way, the way I've never had been hugged before, and said something to me in a way that I've never been.
Exactly.
And so these women, these elders, were able to just said, we eavesdropped on what they said to these women. So anyway, you're right. She has this. It's not just family. It's like ancestral. It's something broader. It's not just a clan. It's a broad. She broadens out. You belong to a bigger humanity, and that's cool.
And a bigger dictionary of baby names.
She definitely broadens your understanding of potential spellings. As we sit in Hawaii, who have 53 letter names when they're born sometimes. So, and that's that.
That was very interesting.
So
that was very interesting. Unlike your family, whose every first initial starts with a D.
All of our initials are the same. D, J, W. I don't give it away. People steal my identity. They'll all be wearing blue hats. And then you won't know which one is
shirts, me. Which I questioned. I'm like, where did that come from?
Don't start questioning me about fashion right now.
Iylanla's show that's making him want to wear turquoise.
And you came from Germany yesterday?
I know. Speaking to that's like Swiss German.
Don't even. So you should never, ever try to put on an accent.
I know. Why did I even do 2 braids today? I forget the reason.
So is that? Are we moving? Does
and we even covered hair.
Does hair go into pop culture?
Yeah.
What is your pop culture topic?
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Well, pop culture. I'm gonna mix this with some of my tech for YouTube because Nicole Arbour is the biggest. She's a big news kind of last week. If we would have met, it would have been bigger news or more current. But anyway, so Nicole did a video called Hey Fat People. And she goes on a rant about fat people. And
did you watch it?
I did. I watched the whole thing because I felt like I needed to see it to be able to judge it. And the artist herself, I don't like anyway. I think she tries to be like Jenna Marbles, who's one of the top 10 YouTube earners out there. And so
can you nutshell something you didn't like that she said, or her?
I just don't like
your take
her.
Well, that's not well.
I don't like the way she presents herself. Like she's always wearing this skinny little tank top, her big boobs, and then she just shakes her arms around a lot. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's hot looking, but when it comes to real talent, you look at Jenna Marbles, who is, again, doing the same thing. She does rants in the small room, and Jenna Marbles is interesting and fun and smart and intelligent, which takes me to why an artist that I do like is Amy Schumer. So you have Nicole Arbour, I'm criticizing with the thumbs down, and not because of her fat video. And I'm going to say Amy Schumer, thumbs up, because she's smart and round in figure, and she's beautiful because she's smart. And so I think that's interesting. Plus she causes you to challenge your existing thoughts on and beliefs on certain things by doing it in comedy vignettes. So there we go. That was my spew for pop culture, kind of with YouTube.
That's it. No conversation. No yapping. We just get to hear you.
Yeah.
You don't respond.
What do you think, Dave?
Well, I asked you a question. You didn't really come up.
What was the question?
Well, what is it that you do? Like you criticize this woman, and I don't know why you don't like her. You just say you don't like her, and that's supposed to have some impact on me. So I'm wondering, you need to give me more. I haven't seen the video. I don't know this woman, and you're insulting
I don't like her
and
presentation. I don't like her dramatics, and I don't like her sense of humor.
But
I don't think she's funny.
The I don't like part, I guess, is the part I don't want. You know.
Isn't that what art is? I get to say I don't like it, or I like that.
That's not all there is to art or life. Whether or not you like something isn't necessarily get the complete conversation.
Okay, fine. I thought that was the complete conversation, was what my feelings were about those girls. But I realized there is another person in the room, and I want your opinion as well.
Well, I don't think you do, because you actually just dismissed my conversation.
Well, you just made me think about it.
Well, no, and you dismissed it. I'm a little perturbed.
Okay,
fine.
I'm
trying to stimulate a conversation. Say that, but don't say that. Okay, fine. When you say that, you have dismissed everything we've talked about. When you say, okay, fine, you've dismissed. So you did that on my last round ago about thingy with this woman that you don't like, and you expect me to sit here and take that and and not have a reaction to it. I mean, if we're here yapping, then I'm going to have a reaction. My reaction is, you're telling me you don't like somebody. I don't care. Stop telling me that, or give me more.
Okay, got it.
So you're not going to give me more. You're just going to...
I'm saying go for it, please, right now. And say how you feel.
I just did. Are you not going to tell me more about her, or we're totally moving on? That's my...
Oh, Lordy. What I don't like about Nicole Arbour, I don't like her choice of comedy. She doesn't deliver it in any funny way to me. She doesn't make me laugh.
Yes.
And and I think she's trying to be like somebody else, and she's not able to do that. So she's just kind of obnoxious to me. There, that's what I don't like.
Yeah, okay. I guess if I knew something about her, I might have more of a comment.
Well, there. Do you know about Amy Schumer?
I have watched her. Mm-hmm.
What do you like about Amy Schumer, or what do you don't like about her?
I like that she's honest. I think she's very funny. I think she's actually awesome. Mm-hmm. And I would watch her if I see her. And if she were here, I'd go see her if I had the opportunity. Some people probably find her utterly brash and unladylike and completely, not funny.
Right.
And vile. And, I'm sure there's a world of people who judge what Amy Schumer's doing, not seeing past the costume of Amy Schumer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But she let you through. I don't know about this other person. If what it is that you find her to be false or something, but I think Amy, part of her brilliance is that she brings a lot of honesty to her thing. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's what this other gal was doing with the fat thing, was trying to be honest. And just because you're being honest doesn't mean that it's actually funny.
Right. Well, yeah, and whether it was supposed to be funny or not, I just don't like her. She just rubs me the wrong way. And the other thing I thought was interesting about it was all the response that it stirred up.
I guess, more than just like, you brought her up, so just to put her down. So I guess I wanted to know more, like, did she say something? Like, did she use the N-word, or did she use the C word? No, it's the way she moves
her arms. She does this thing with her arms, and it really bugs me. And she just does this flailing thing.
She's probably too dude-like.
I don't know.
Never ever seen her.
I don't know.
Well,
what I thought was most interesting about it was the reactions from other YouTubers and how everybody jumped on this bandwagon to say something bad about Nicole Arbour, because all these fat people got so mad that YouTube took her video down and finally allowed it back up again. And in the meantime, she got hit with all of these complaints about it. And I watched some of those videos, and some of those videos had heavy-set women in them, very heavy-set, that were crying and upset about what Nicole said. And honestly, as I sell diabetic shoes, so as seeing overweight people who make bad choices with food and how it affects their body, I related that the most to Nicole Arbour, because she was pointing out things like that, like, hey, there's a smell that you have that when you're sweating, she called it fat sweat. She was talking, complaining that people call it a handicap because other people have chosen to eat poorly and it really affects your body. You lose, as a professional in the diabetic shoe business, Medicare specifically is doing a program to give you shoes so that you don't cause sores on your big fat feet, which ultimately don't heal, and then they have to go cut off toes. And so Medicare's trying to save money in doing that. So, getting back to that, I have seen customers come into my store who are diabetic with huge feet carrying a bag of chips and a full soda, like a super gulp.
So, if you remember a comedian named Sam Kinison,
yes,
he screamed.
Yeah.
Screamed. And his big joke to fame was about the starving kids in Africa and the crew who's filming them, and he's screaming at both parties, the starving and the film crew, like, give them a sandwich! You've got a sandwich! The kid's starving! Give him a sandwich! And so he's being just terribly honest also, and he's also blaming the hungry, the starving, for, you live in a desert, move out of the desert.
Yeah.
So there's this, so his brutal honesty and the way he delivered it was screams, and he was not a handsome, beautiful person.
Oh my gosh.
And he just, he was brilliant and super, super funny. And maybe the dilemma that Nicole had is that the funny didn't out-deliver the truth.
Right.
The truth was too much of a rant.
Yeah, I think that's it exactly.
without the revelation. Because we all need the gestures, and she just didn't hit the mark for you. But
yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that there's no doubt that ignorance and commercial corruption have made everybody less healthy. Like the fact that the population doesn't know better, and the fact that that corruption delivers food product that isn't actually good for us. Like there's actually, a system that allows for delivering toxic chemicals for human and animal consumption. I mean, there's a system that thrives on toxic materials.
Right.
So between ignorance and that, we are, we can't blame the, overweight people, and we can't, we can't stop the machine, but.
Well, we can make different choices.
Yeah.
I mean, McDonald's is now serving free-range chicken. I think our dollar's our biggest vote. So
I think it's certainly a step in the right direction. Free range has a whole separate, blurry meaning.
right. I'm picturing a chicken with a party hat.
One man's free range is not a chicken's free range. They're not
Good
the
point.
same.
That's a good point. They're walking around a tiny cage instead of.
I think there's even they have it's almost like
That's
being in
interesting.
solitary confinement where they have an hour a day. They have potential access to the outdoors.
Interesting.
It's a kind of a window of opportunity to be outdoors, if I'm not mistaken. But that's a terrible, awful topic to end on. What else do
I don't
you
want to
have?
end on that. I want to end on my moccasins.
Okay, so speaking of, there's a weird. I'll let the segue speak for itself. But this would be your tech topic. No, is it?
No,
tech?
this is my shoe story, which we don't have.
This is
music
sort
for.
of business.
Yeah, business.
And it's appropriate because it involves fur.
Yeah. Okay.
So rapid and sudden change in topic, but there is a.
It's pretty cute.
There is a.
So I just
pharmacological.
finished. I just finished these today. Look at how cute those are.
They're edible shoes.
I just put these, so this is a pair, got these cute little hearts that I stitched on. I actually made sure to stitch those because babies will be wearing them.
They're not really edible, so don't eat them, Teri.
No, aren't those cute? And then these are my favorites. This little pair of furry moccasin boots. How cute are those? Oh my gosh, look, they're all soft and you can roll them up. But they're
Is the
super
fur all the
cute.
way down?
It goes, all the way back. It's a whole full heel back. Aren't those so cute though? Oh my gosh. So I guess maybe that's why I'm dressed like this braids.
Oh, is that?
Maybe I was feeling
did you maybe
baking vibe.
Maybe, or the moccasin? You mean?
Huh,
But so is it really a maybe? It's not really Nordic. It's Native American here.
Well, this is kind of Native American.
Yes,
It seems like to me,
Yeah,
and I can see
I
why.
saw Nordic.
It kept my hair out of the way. I made shoes today. I made about 13 pairs of hot biscuits, and I made my moccasins.
Were you conscious about the fact that you were braiding your hair
Yes.
and going with the moccasin? Thing?
Yes, because it was so hot. I was actually wearing my hair down, and then it got so hot I had to braid it.
In your head, did you say Native American?
No, I did not. It wasn't until later when I was wearing like this leather necklace.
And you did that too?
And these moccasin shoes. I'm like, what's my story today?
Your leather muse.
Yeah, I guess.
So I like the colors too. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
just fun.
So do you sell
Hearts on
these?
them. Yeah, $40 for a pair. And I had this cute white one that I just gave to my neighbors that always strand my pearls. And so it was a trade.
Can you do them in a men's size 8.5?
I can.
With the little heart, but I might chew the heart off.
You're such a nut. That was funny. Yeah, so there we go. That was fun. So, what else? Oh, I want to shout out to my nephew from home, Tucson, Austin.
I'm sorry, we're out of time.
Hey, wait, stop it! So, Austin, thanks for the shout out and the share and getting me those extra likes and the extra subscribers. Please subscribe to our channel. Yeah. So that'd be great.
I don't know anybody, so they haven't subscribed.
Yeah.
I've subscribed I don't know,
4
a couple times. I forget how many, Google accounts I maintain.
Yeah, it's really good. Subscribers are growing, views are growing. It's really exciting. Oh, and I did check out the top 10 YouTube earners. And there are people out there making millions of dollars a year.
What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
So the fame
Bit, I need 1,000 subscribers first. So
to even
subscribe.
qualify for an account or whatever.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, I get like 2 subscribers a day. It's grown. It's going to grow so quick. And watching these other people and their YouTube channels, it's crazy. One lady is from Brazil, and all she does, all you see are her hands, and she opens up toys and puts them on display in front of the camera and makes like little cartoon commercials just by talking with the toys off camera. She makes like $20 million a year. It's ridiculous. Gamers are the next ones. These kids that are 25 making a couple $1 million a year just from their YouTube earnings. Doesn't even include their sponsorships. These are just views,
or
subscribers.
their parents.
It's crazy. The potential is for anything. You can do anything you want. could start a cooking show. You could start a show for shoes. You could start a show about your cat. Those get like 3 million views.
It's been done.
I know, but they still get views, so I'm definitely going to do one about swords.
The swords, no.
Swords with the Fiesta hat.
You could just do like a multicultural, and that's all it is.
Multicultural.
You could just be doing all your terrible
Awesome.
accents and insulting the whole planet, one culture at a time. So look for it at a theater near you.